What's up, guys? And today we're gonna read Kagurabachi chapter 127. Now, now again, I'ma just be honest right now. I gotta stop keeping promises. Literally, last time I said I was gonna give you a Kagurabachi chapter review yesterday, but I completely forgot somehow, and then I'm doing it now. So for now, I'm gonna stop keeping promises, so I don't have to annoy y'all that much. But without further ado, let's get into reading this chapter. The chapter starts off with Kunashige, and I keep forgetting her name. This girl getting sneaked up by this guy, and the narrator says, the man came out of nowhere, howling and waving a sword. Sheba came running and beat him senseless. Oh my goodness, senseless. He said he just happened to be in the neighborhood, but I doubted that. The man had been screaming, "This is Yamaroku, Isai's house, right? I know you're loaded. You're that bastard's son." Where the hell did this guy come from? What a nut job. Well, he was right about one thing. I did have money. My dad had left me behind a decent amount. Plenty for me to live on. Hey, Chaiki. Okay, that's her name. Her name is Chaiki. Okay, got it. Chaiki, Rokuhira, and then Shiba. Okay, I remember now. I think so. You're bleeding. It's just a small cut. And yes, I knew who Yamaroku Aisa was. You're gonna make a great blacksmith. The only part of my dad had ever admired, it was his blacksmith name. Even without checking the inscription, I knew instantly it was one of my dad's katana. The guy was a customer. My dad sold katana like that to all kinds of scums. Looking back, the quality was nothing special, and I was living and growing on that money. It's okay. I'm fine. A small cut, you said, Chaiki. Your whole upper arm is bleeding. You're talking about a small cut. You're also tearing up. Stop lying. Chapter 127, Smelting, Part 2. Every chemical reaction in the forge is visible in the flames. By their form and color, the blacksmith judges when to add iron, sand, or coal, and how much and when to use the bellows. March 28th, 7:20 p.m. 38 hours since the start of the bellowing. Rokuhira, you okay? Yeah. Worth with the Seki, the slightest error in judgment would be lethal. So far, so good. That's some insane focus. But the critical part is yet to come. The furnace temperature is close to 1,400 degrees. It's time to start the cooler phase. The kuda. Oh, I didn't even see the I. The kudari. The kudari phase. Kudari? The end game of the Tatara smelting process. To grow the lump of steel forming in the furnace, the smelter adds iron ore while increasing arethion with the bellows. As greater amounts of Seki are exposed to the fire for the next few hours, the reactions within the furnace will reach their peak. Including setup, he's been at it for nearly 2 days straight without sleep. He's gonna be on the brink of collapse. What he has to do doesn't change. It's just more intense. He can't afford to overlook the slightest flicker. Chaiki, my life finally gains meaning when I risk it for you. They're here now of all times. Hazumi held them off longer than expected. We should be grateful. What a disaster. If they start battling now, I'll break his concentration. That only increased the risk of failure. You're really on our side now, huh? I'll convince them. Clearly, he's come this far. The sorcery Beru will have to see. Unfortunately, They have already decided to hand over the princess. As far as the sorcery barrier is concerned, avoiding a disastrous accident is all that matters now. They already handed over the princess to the Mikaboshi, didn't they? Oh my. Soga. I would love to see Soga's crash out soon enough. So there's two options. Pray for Rokuhira's success, or put out the fire and end the smelting process. Any sane would choose the latter. You knew we were coming, so you chose a wide open space with no obstacles, right? Clever. Unfortunately, the rain hides our presence too. I heard they were masters of stealth, but this? They use sorcery to treat the sounds of the damn. They use sorcery to treat the wounds that crazy again. Why am I stuttering? They use sorcery to treat the wounds you sustained on Irashima. I've suspended the effects. Once again, you're battered and bleeding from head to toe. I'm afraid I must disable you to carry out my mission. This Rokuhira guy you're supporting, I looked into his family background. He's trash. We can't place the fate of the nation on his shoulders. I hate. Yeah, the Washington Rokuhira proved them wrong. These pipes are called Kaido. They feed the air into the furnace, keeping the fire alive. They're the lifeline of the Tatara. Time to begin. The Masumi. I should have known as a freaking Masumi, bruh. So before Rokuhira was known as the hero, the Masumi were enemies. That's BS. Oh, okay. They try to go after Rokuhira, but hey, this man Sabaru is built different. He's skilled. He's a skilled swordsman for a reason. Rokuhira, don't look away. The fire isn't going out. And that's where the chapter ends, fellows. I hope you enjoyed the reading as much as I do.